Wednesday Night Live. What's up, guys? How is everybody? Those are OD black double wide crossbody bags. There's a few of them there. There are more over there. There are more right there in multicam black. We did Woodland day packs. Those have orange inside them. And that is a Woodland purple day pack. There is one more of these and only one available. Somebody custom ordered one. We built an extra one. For the day packs, I think we did 12. For the crossbody bags, I think there's 12, and I think there are 12 OD black crossbody bags available. Did a bunch of small stuff. These are, I think, pistol mags, quad pistol mags, 6P light pouches. These are multi-tool pouches. More day packs down there. Still more coming off the line. These are Velcro panels, horizontal for your belt. You can put anything Velcro on them, but they're made for shotgun cards, rifle ammo cards. There is Woodland orange day packs. Here's a new lady came in. She's coming in on her own time and sewing, kind of figuring the machine out. They give her little things to do, and she's doing pretty good for, I think, second day, third day in her sewing. It's just consistency, you know. If you want to ride a bike, you'll learn to ride a bike. Purple something, I don't know what those are. Oh, I do know what those are. Somebody requested purple 4-mag bandoliers, so there's a few extras of those being made. Their order's ready to ship this morning, but we didn't have their free thing that they wanted. 2-to-1 convertible slings, 2-point convertible slings. Those are convertible sling. Nope, those are 2 points. So black, pink, OD. Flag bags, promo bags still for Memorial Day. As the orders come available, everything's in the box. We're missing that bag. We run that bag plus a dozen or 2 dozen extras. This is a massive bag that is 36 inches across, 16 inches tall, and 16 inches deep. It's huge. It's huge. Believe it. Everybody tells me it's the best. It's the biggest. Huge. We still don't know if it's big enough. We would ship it tomorrow, but the fucking post office is closed. Those motherfuckers are always closed. You know what hinders me as a business? Fucking federal holidays. That's it. It's the only thing that fucking prevents us. So, who's here? James. F250, what's up? Seaside, what's up? The Artificial Fool, what's up? Zach, Vol, Norhinko, how are you? James Young, what's going on? Rolling Acres, what's up? What's up, John? Happy New Year. Here's hoped I'm Wrangler Star's stream. Hopped on Wrangler Star's stream, definitely enjoyed him. Cool. Yeah, Wrangler Star's a good dude, man. You will learn a lot. There's a lot of content to go back over the years there. They tell me it's big until we break it. They tell you it's big until you break it. Kiri, how are you? Neil, what's up? Tom Gartwaite, what's up? Yoda Daryl, what's going on? Rick B. Haram Haji, what's up? Mike Tatum, how are you? Gun Dog, what's up? Santee Todd, what's going on? Thunderhawk, how are you, Glenn? We had a 330 excavator here. Big machine. Literally pulling trees out of the ground today. You want to order a Brown Man Day Pack. That option is not available. Brown Man Collection. How would you like to order that? Order multicam black with red thread or whatever. Something contrast thread, and put in notes Brown Man, and we'll do a small run of those. Hamster, how are you, man? You're drinking tonight? Barefoot Gardner, what's up? It's a big bag. Yeah, it's big. I was telling him about the Freemason stuff. Hope I didn't come off too crazy. John, I don't see another comment from you. Who were you telling about Freemason stuff? Hey, what's up? Happy New Year's. Hoped. Oh, you were telling Cody about Freemason. I bet he knows. I'd be surprised if he does not. I'll bet he does. You think we have a Brown Man Day Pack on the shelf? Evan, what's up, man? I've been seeing a lot of videos of you like jamming out and dancing and stuff. That's pretty good. Hey, we got our whatnot stuff approved. We have a live to go live in the next 7 days anytime. Anything I need to do, or should I just do that and kind of figure it out as I go? Tyler, what's up? Cock of the Woods cologne. I don't know. I don't know right now. And I'll bet you know a bunch of Freemasons. I'll bet you know a lot of them, actually. Doesn't feel like New Year's. No, I had no idea it was New Year's until Sky's like, "What are you doing tomorrow night?" I'm like, "I'm fucking sleeping because I'm working." Like, what are you talking about? And somebody said something. I go, "Oh, that's why he was asking." We went out and I had a Caesar salad, a plate of Caesar salad with a really nice ribeye sliced up over the top of it. And we got back here 30 minutes ago. We're gonna do this, and then I'm going to bed, man. I've been up since 4. We did a build video on this bag. I did the math on this bag. It didn't exist until today. Doesn't even feel like New Year's. Should be able to get a $15 off for every customer code on whatnot. Are the straps for the free ammo bandolier on the site yet? No, we haven't done any of that. Prep 100 or so products ahead, as shown on screens 1, 2, etc., and put sticky notes on the stuff as you sell it with the number. Prep 100 items or so products ahead, as shown on screen. Prep them in the show. You should treat yourself to sleep until next year. Nah, I couldn't do that anyways. I can't. I can sleep for half a day for sure. I can sleep till noon. But if I do that, I'm tossing and turning. Like every 30 minutes, I'm like, oh, my side hurts. Oh, my side hurts. Oh, my side hurts. And I start having like the same. I'll have like 10 minutes of sleep and 15 minutes of the same conversation in my head. Like I should just get up. Like it's a wasted time, and I actually wake up way more uncomfortable than had I just got up when I woke up. If I stay in bed, go back to sleep or whatever, it's not a like restful sleep. It's actually of no value to me. What are my predictions for 26? Your dollar will be worth way less money. Everybody's going to talk and operate out of fear and talk about all the shit they're going to do, but they're, for the most part, not going to do any of it. And everybody's, should I max out the credit cards? Should I max out the credit cards? Like, if you really believe all your shit's stopping and you've got 1 year until society collapses, why are you paying the IRS? Why are you paying your fines? Why are you paying your registration? Why are you paying your taxes? Why are you paying all the shit you got to pay, right? I'm not saying that shit's not going to happen. Operate as though the more money you have, the better off you're going to be. Dropped a Molly antenna mount today I designed. Gonna work great on all our SOE gear. Nice. I'm can't wait to see it. Same issues with sleep. So what do you think the solution is, right? I use a sleep product. I use a couple different ones I go back and forth between. I really like Redcon 1's Fade Out, which is very difficult to get. When they drop it, I buy a couple tubs of it. Alpha Lion is good, and valerian root is really one of the main active ingredients. Some of them have melatonin and shit. I dream really good when I take melatonin, but I take melatonin like once every few months, maybe. Magnesium's good. Amanda makes a magnesium something. It's a spray that you put on the sole of your feet, and that I swear that shit works. But the Fade Out works really good, and then I take a high concentrated, almost like a Rick Simpson oil, RSO, CBD oil, no THC in it, and that works well. I think that really fixed a lot of the pain and shit in my knees and stuff. Fade Out is amazing. Yeah, you just can't get it, man. When I take magnesium, I sleep like a rock. I bought some stuff today because I know I'm going down in value and prices going up. Yeah, stuff that you're going, you know, tools or, you know, stuff that you have to have. Screws. Screws are not going down in price. If you have a project coming up and you know you're going to be using decking screws or something like that, like, have that shit. Take almost 50 milligrams of melatonin a few nights a week. I feel stupid the next day when I take melatonin. I literally, I don't know that I have ever been hungover. I've never been like drunk in public. I've never been passed out drunk. But I feel like I'm fucking hungover when I take melatonin. It takes me half of the fucking day or more to fire how I normally should if I take melatonin. Try GABA. I think that a lot of the things I take have GABA in them. Ever try real North American ginseng from the locals? I have not. I have not. What's the benefits of it? What am I fucking hearing? That's got to be Amanda working out. I heard something like squealing or something. She's got to be moving my fucking free motion, free arms. Investing in XRP, Bitcoin, Ether every week audited. Good. Right on, man. Right on. How many false flag attacks are going to happen tonight? I'm kind of let down when they don't, to be honest with you, man. Like, I believe there's shit coming. I believe that. I feel it. I completely. And when I wake up and it hasn't happened, I'm like, I don't know, man. Where are the fucking arrests? Get up at 4. Yeah, so I wake up at 4 or 4:30, and a lot of times I'll look at the clock at 3:30, and if I get up at 3:30, I'm fine. If I wait, I'll blow past 4:30. I'm back like in that REM sleep. I'm better off just getting up. Andrew Huberman talks about sleep and some British guys yeah, Andrew Huberman's great, man. Absolutely. I'm weird. I have a relaxing reaction to actual doctor exams, so I watch one on. Dude, you're the weirdest motherfucker, dude. You should stop saying shit in public. So you just watch a doctor's exam. Are the patients boys or girls? Do you just roll around in your PT Cruiser with your Crocs? Yeah, Frost, that's exactly what I thought when he said it. Tomorrow, 2-year alcohol-free day. Nice, remembering what I said and did the night before. Sleep is my only complaint since quitting. Alpha Line pre-workout. Yeah, it is, dude. It is. The sleep product is very good. And the flavor is amazing. The slaughter melon, like that, the flavor is really good. I should look and see if they have like a BCAAs, branched chain amino acids or something. Fall asleep 99% of the time. Wife gets pissed. I tell her, have a clear conscience. Put me in a vehicle, man. Drive anywhere, I'll fall asleep. That's all it takes. Brandon, what's up, dude? The beta alanine got me the first time. Okay, so I don't know if you heard this. I know I had said it at one point somewhere. So I'm like, Amanda, order me some of the Alpha Lion sleep stuff. But they have a bundle, right? So you get a pre-workout and a sleep thing. And every time I order from them, they send me several blender bottles. And I like their blender bottles. A little smaller. I don't need a big blender bottle. It does. I don't take 4 scoops of MRE in there. And it doesn't leak. And then they send me a thing of creatine. Like a fucking big thing of creatine. I've got like 5, 6 things of creatine sitting here. I give them to people, whoever comes here that I know works out. I'm like, you need some creatine? You need some creatine? So I have the bottle upstairs on the counter. I open it up. I take a scoop. I put it in the little cup, little glass, blue glass, made of glass cup. Swirl it around with some water. And boom, I chug it. I'm like, oh my God, the beta alanine hits. And I'm like, that's not the sleep shit. And it's like 11 o'clock at night, and I've just taken a fucking full dose of pre-workout. And that pre-workout's pretty good. It's almost, I would almost say it's harsh. And I'm like, fuck. So I messaged Brandon. I'm like, bro, I just took pre-workout. He's like, what are you going to do? I'm like, I don't know. I messaged Amanda, tell her. She's like, make yourself throw up. I'm like, I'm not making myself throw up. Brandon's like, how do you feel? I go, I still feel tired. I just tingle now. So I go downstairs and get the thing of the sleep shit, and I take the sleep stuff. 5 minutes after I took the pre-workout, I go ahead and make a drink, and I'm just sitting there to see if I'm gonna, do I feel like I need to go work out? What needs to happen here? So I'm drinking. I got a margarita, and when I say margarita, like my glass is, this is a Vente Starbucks cup, right? My margarita glass is like this big. It's small. And I look at the clock and it says like 11:30. And I've been asleep. So apparently I was fine. So I was really tired that day. Do you ever see your gear being used incorrectly? When you do you ignore it or educate them somehow? I've made some gear and haven't considered the lowest common denominator. Do I see it being used incorrectly? There's not really a wrong way to use my gear. I'll see guys put like the hydro carry on incorrectly, and depending who they are, I'll say something to them. Most people do not appreciate being corrected. If they didn't ask me, I'm usually not telling them. But if it's somebody I know, I would tell them, or I would just make a video and then post it and then send them a link to it, right? Rather than calling them out in public or anything. But if it's somebody I don't know, no, I'm really not. They're not going to care that you correct them. Most people think that they're smarter than you, and we just let them think that. Kurt Cobain tried the combo. What did Kurt Cobain do? I know, like Shotgun. That was his best album ever. Do you ever see your gear? Can't use Billy Bong Thornton. Better get out Wesley pipes. I don't know what that is. Pulling an Elvis. Uppers and downers. That's super safe. You're going to work out after taking that. I was prepared to work out, but I didn't. There's nights when I'll get up I'll just wake up wide awake at 1 o'clock. I'll go work for a couple hours, and then I'll feel tired, and I'll go right back to bed, and I'll fucking have the best sleep. What do you think about the moon? I don't think we went there. I know a guy personally who I see every day who works for a subsidiary of the defense contractor. He says that he has talked to people who say we haven't left Earth. I think I tend to believe that. Look at the old videos and stuff of them, like Russia talking about when they were trying to send cosmonauts up and they couldn't leave the firmament, right? We couldn't get through the firmament. We blew up a lot of spacecraft trying to get out of the firmament. We blew up a lot of rockets, and I don't know, man. Beta alanine got me the first time. Do you have any pouches that will hold a Kestrel? I don't have a Kestrel. I don't have one to try. I haven't messed with that. That's something I'm sure I should have. I wonder if Cody has a Kestrel. I know Jeff does. I'm sure he's got probably several of them. I see the pouches for Kestrel, and I'm like, I should probably get a Kestrel. Anybody try that Harbor Freight pistol light? We talked about that on the podcast today. Anybody use nicotine with the double wide? Yeah, I do have double wide crossbody. You have one of these, don't you? He told me we have no craft that have left through the ferment. This is the Beltway. This is in the Beltway. Use a lot of nicotine. Did you say pistol light, like flashlight? Yes. Firearms mounted pistol light. It is a copy or almost identical copy of a Streamlight TRL2, I believe. You have the Crown Royal edition. I occasionally smoke cigars or a pipe. So I mean nicotine, like nicotine lozenges or pouches. 29. I've heard about the moon is whatever said in flipping school. Nicotine, absolutely not. Got it. Can't find the light, always gone. So Scully got one, and he had some good shit to say about it, actually. Love to see you kit Cody out connecting all the pieces. So there's a video, I think it's a stacked micro rig. I don't know what the video is even called, where I do attach the hydro carrier and show how the hydro carrier is attached and everything. Kurt Cobain tried the combo and it didn't work for him. So Jackson Peralt, what kind of gear are you making, man? What are you building? David Hosfeld, what's up? I know you're the DC guy. I've recognized you've been here several nights, quite a bit. Watched a podcast, The Last Living Astronaut, Danny Jones, and he was super sus during the interview. How about all the old dudes that are like, yeah, we never went to space, honey? Buzz Aldrin and those dudes. Neil Armstrong, Glenn Young, right? They've all said we didn't go to space. Don't forget the thumbs up, only 2. We got 45 out of 63 on here. Get a little wild ginseng. Soak it in 1 ounce hard liquor. Yep, so we're making a tincture. Pour this extract into your coffee every day. What are we getting from that? Wormy? Like wormwood? Wormy? More compound videos. We've got a couple coming. We filmed some today. Some nice drone shit. The last tree up there, the biggest tree up there, and the 330 pushed the tree. Man, it fucking smacked the ground so hard. We're gonna steal that wood. It's all in a burn pile. I'll go up there tomorrow and with an excavator and a skid steer, and we'll probably have to cut it into several pieces. It's pretty big. Gave one of the 9 milligram Zen pouches and started freaking out from the rush. Yeah, you're supposed to start with what, like 3, and then the normal dose of 6, I think. I don't smoke, but have considered nicotine pouches. And yeah, there seems to be a lot of preventative maintenance that it does, as well as cognitive. Do you ever have issues with your animals during gunfire? I don't, man. All of our animals have grown up around gunfire. Like, we have a lot of gunfire. Even when it's not on our property. Our neighbor was shooting today. We're pretty close to, you hear gunfire during duck season all the time, and deer season in Turkey. But I mean, there's a massive amount of gunfire right on the property very, very frequently, day and night. I wonder if the drugs normal people use and the drugs they use are different. Who are we talking about? I get the YouTube notification about 30 seconds before the video starts. Probably not. The video has started. It just hasn't caught up and buffered to you or something, or there's some kind of delay in the broadcast. Ginseng increases oxygen absorption to the blood. Oh, nice. It's like a vasodilator, I guess. YouTube never sends a notification. Josh, that's wild too, man. Especially for you. Any padded cases for a thermal that is 10-inch in length and 4-inch in height? Not off the top of my head. That's not to say that we can't make something or something else. Our helmet bag would definitely do that. It'd be big, but you could put other shit in there with it. Helmet bag's not available either, by the way. The build video on that is 3.5 hours. Brandel said he uploaded it and it said 23 hours to upload. So it was uploading last night. I messaged Brandel at 4. He replied at 5. So he got up at 5 and he said that he'll upload the second half when he gets home tonight. Thoughts about getting a dog from the pound just to run the property and protect livestock from possums and predators. I'm sure that you could get the right dog. Personally, me, no. I'm going to raise puppies with the livestock. Like, you might get a good Anatolian or a Pyrenees, but that Anatolian or Pyrenees was only raised around chickens. So when you introduce ducks, it'll kill the ducks. Or it was around goats, but not sheep, so it'll herd and chase the sheep. You absolutely could. I don't think it's necessary though. I don't understand people's infatuation with adopting other people's problems. And I know that could go into children also, and I think a lot of it is in children. But dogs, I think we should be fucking euthanizing a lot of dogs. Like, if you want to, like, spend your kid's inheritance taking care of fucking other people's animals that they didn't want, more power to you. You're a grown fucking human being. But there's plenty of dogs, especially for livestock guardian dogs, that people produce or have Anatolian Pyrenees with working stock mom and dad on the property, and you can get those dogs for free or low money. You can also, I have $5,000 dogs. I have dogs that I paid $5,000 for. I also know people that have dogs that they paid $100 for, and their dog's actually livestock guardian better than some of my dogs do. That's not to say you can't, but you might be adopting a lot of problems, right? For the same reason I don't have a working dog, a bite dog, because I'm not going to take the time to train the dog. I didn't train my dogs. We put my dogs inside of fences, and the older dogs, for the most part, trained the dogs. I got very lucky with my first 2 Pyrenees, and that they just did Pyrenees shit. And they were really good at it. They kill animals all the time, to include other cats. They kill my cats when they get inside that fence line. They killed a cat a couple months ago. They've killed several cats, but and you know what they don't kill? They don't kill skunks. I go right outside here where we feed the cats. I have a big urn, a big plant, cast iron plant stand goes on top of these lions that I have. And I'll bet it'll hold a 20-gallon thing of cat food. And we just put a scoop of cat food in there. And there are I have seen 3 skunks. Those cats are all up there eating, and the skunk is right in there with the cats. The cats don't chase the skunk. I've even tried to pet the skunk. The skunk's a little skittish. It's never sprayed me, and it has scurried away. We have an all-white one, a solid black one, and then a traditional black and white skunk. There are 3 skunks out there. I believe skunks carry rabies. I don't think cats can get rabies. And they're all vaccinated or whatever. 37. Happy New Year. Beard is still looking on point, right on. It's 2 here currently. Glenn fixed the wood stove today. Nice. Lots of dogs and cats running around here. So I think that's a sign of the times to come. When you start seeing, I've read that over and over. When you see collapses, Holodomor, economic collapses, when things get really tight on people, the first thing they do is get rid of their dogs and cats, and they take and leave them places. And you can't just like
leave a dog at the gas station now because that's a high crime, right? I don't think crime should be the same with animals and people. Sure, whatever. But a person who abandoned that dog at a gas station, at least somebody was going to more aptly pick that dog up. So now they have to do it in secrecy and leave it at a dead end road or in an industrial area, right? That dog's going to wander around scared to death for a longer time. Um, but that's a sign of the times. People dump their animals. You know what comes next? They dump their kids. And that's a high crime now too. You used to, times were tight. You took your kid, you left them in an orphanage or a poorhouse or even an asylum. Now that's punished. That's a big thing, right? So they do it. It's way more insidious now, and it's usually in a much worse manner because they have made it such a crime to do so. Personally, I think if you have a kid and you need assistance on that kid, when you have a second kid, you get sterilized. If the system is paying for you and your children, I think you get sterilized. I don't think you should be able to vote if you don't own property. I don't think that if you moved here and you weren't born here, I don't think you get to vote. I believe a lot of that shit. I don't think we should let women vote. Not really. I don't really believe that. But I believe a lot of the crazy shit that's happening is women who don't work, liberal crazy bitches who don't earn their own money, vote in that manner. You always hear with the abandoned buildings, oh, we should be housing poor people, and we should have homeless people here. Really, you fucking cunt? How many homeless people are sleeping on your couch? Shut the fuck up. Everybody wants a vote on what to do with other people's stuff. A lot of people up here are selling all their farm animals. Feed is very expensive. Urea, the fucking DEF and shit. I am so glad that I bought a 75 skid steer instead of the 95, right? Because I don't have DEF. I don't have to fuck with any of that shit. What about people on Gov assistance? Should they get to vote? No. No. Well, look. There's ways around that, right? Join the military. Fucking serve. Just like Starship Troopers. What was Starship Troopers actually based on? It was based on something else. It wasn't originally about space aliens and shit. It was the Chinese that they were fighting. But I mean, there's ways around that, right? If you hate Diet Pepsi, you shouldn't be able to vote. Diet Pepsi is proven difficult to get. Sam's Club had none of it. Walmart was out of it. Jeff's Walmart was out of it. Amanda ordered it. They didn't even send us what was ordered. And Jeff believes that it's because they're trying to get away and do away with Diet Pepsi, and they're trying to move those last holdouts into Diet Pepsi Zero. Large group of teens disrupted business in downtown here today. Run them over. That's what I truly believe. If you are disrupting business in a manner, if you are in a roadway, hit them. If you're fucking protesting in the road, it is the fucking motorist right to kill you. Like, I believe that 100%. And if one of my fucking dumbass kids is there, well, then I didn't fucking raise them well enough. Look how these people come here just in D.C. I'm sure it's similar everywhere. They start business, then vote according to them, not what's... Yeah, absolutely. I mean, well, that's rich people shit too, right? Rich people are never going to... Look at all these people coming up that are seemingly conservative. But when you get to a certain amount of money, you flip-flop, right? You're on the other side. And remember, Trump was always a Democrat. He is Republican now in name only, really. But that's because those people turned on him. Do people shoot off guns at midnight? Oh, absolutely. Yeah, we'll hear gunshots tonight. We hear gunshots. I heard hundreds of rounds of gunshots today, probably at the neighbor or one of the ones beside him. I thought about calling and reporting him just to be funny, because the sheriff would laugh about it. DeSantis said we can here in Florida. Yeah, But the procedure is the punishment. What do they say? That's not the term they actually use. But you're still going to you kill little Day Day and Shaniqua who comes in your house. There's a video right now that been going around the last couple weeks. I think this happened a couple months ago. Lady getting in her car in her garage. Two thugs come in and beating her. I mean, beating the shit out of her, punching her in her fucking head, way larger than her. And she fucking skins out. I don't know if it came from the purse where it came from. And she fucking shoots them both. They both die. The families are both suing her. That shouldn't even be allowed. That should not even be allowed. And there should be a fucking immediate countersuit against them, right? They have no skin in the game. It's predatory lawyers. We were talking about that on the podcast today. Predatory lawyers come in and tell the family, we can get you, we're going to go for $1 million, you'll get half, I'll get half, doesn't cost you anything, because those lawyers are doing it on contingency in the hopes that the homeowner's insurance or business insurance or something will settle out of court. That's how you know if you're living in a good place. Fun fact, anyone who is curious, Google halal restaurants in your area. Does your car insurance cover that in Florida? Favorite thing is the news names for them. Teens, delinquents, brutes, hooligans, beasts, bullies. All names for the same problem. Yeah, most of those don't look like me. I was in Atlanta today. And the ones that could look like me, they're usually dudes with tits or big fat chicks with fucking nose rings and multicolored hair. We just had a white supremacist conference, the Nazis and the Ku Klux Klan. Weird. I didn't see any swastikas, and there was no fucking Klan outfits there. Happened in Montgomery Bell at a state park in Dixon, between here and Nashville. I wasn't invited. I'm a little sour over it, actually. And it was a local news out of Tennessee that was doing this broadcast. And you kept hearing these voices they're interviewing. These are the worst of the worst and blah, 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 blah. You know who wasn't protesting? All the protesters were white. And they all had trans pride and fucking gay pride shit. And they were all big fat girls with fucking nose rings and fucking rainbow hair. There wasn't a fucking colored person out there protesting. You know that group out of Arkansas that just bought all that property and they're building a whites-only community? They were there. And apparently there's a group similar here in Tennessee who was there. And then there was a bunch of people you recognize. But you didn't see any Nazis. You didn't see any Ku Klux Klan members, right? When the Klan's around, they fucking tell you they're there. They file for permits and shit. I've not been invited to any Klan meeting. I thought I'd be invited to some Klan meetings when I moved here. A generation of people are they are lunatics. Yeah, we used to lock those people away. We put them in fucking buildings called asylums. I'd have worn my SOE. I would have gone had I known it. I'd go down there and see what was up. Big fat girls used to be awesome. Some of them still are. When Jose ran that one guy over in Arkansas, his family tried to... I don't even know about that. I vaguely remember that. Atlanta is terrible. More than that, these parents need to be accountable to. Yeah, they're the fucking problem. Not always. It's not always the problem, but it's generally the children usually look just like the fucking parents. And I don't mean physical appearance. I mean mannerisms, arrest record, fucking success. I would gladly go to a Klan meeting, but my name is Joseph Rivers. I'd go. I would totally go to a Klan meeting.
Just to see what it was about.
I would love to interview some Klan guys. And vice versa, and the other side, the opposite of it. Fireworks are constant here right now. I don't hear any booms. I heard a lot of gunshots today while we were out there. There was a lot of shooting going on.
I would assume it's next door.
That's what I said. I was going to call the sheriff and report him for noise. Not really. That is only a joke. I love that everybody shoots around here. Then they can't complain about us. Dave Chappelle would go. Someone's that are bitching about government funding being pulled from child care here in Minnesota. Yeah, yeah. And spelled wrong. Need the rule that if you sue and lose, you pay the other person. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. A lot of shooting right now and south of it. Yeah, but your motherfuckers, there's bullets coming down from your shooting. Somebody will die tonight from that shooting. Skunks are here, are 70% tested for rabies and are immune to rabies shots. Interesting. Yeah, there's some new super rabies shit they're putting out there right now that's supposedly like killing dogs and shit. When they vaccinate the dogs are actually dying from rabies. I only hear coyotes here. You're too far. It's too cold for people to shoot where you're at. Will guns even work where you are right now? Was that bag the XXL tool? And this bag is fucking enormous, dude. That bag is 36 inches by 16 by 16. It's fucking big. Although that Velcro patch is where the math says it should be. We need to lower that down 2 inches probably. Needs a bigger strap? The bag needs a bigger strap? No. Those handles are plenty long. Dana, what's up? Like a body bag. Guys, I was joking. I didn't for 1 second think the guns wouldn't work. Guns work fine here. Just need your tauntaun for the deep snow drifts. Tim, what's up, man? 90-day duffel. Can you throw them over your shoulders? Yes, you can throw one of them over your shoulders. That's not a body bag, it's a body bag. I'm starting to wonder, when will Americans have enough? If you make those straps longer so that they will both go on your shoulders, when a shorter person holds it, the straps are too long to keep it off the ground. Yeah, you could probably wear that like a backpack. I talk the talk, but I'll walk the walk, getting the SOE, honey, the tool bag. What tool bag are you getting, buddy? Memphis ranked second in the country, 25 for most dangerous city. Why do you think that is? That's got to be the outstanding citizens. Who's number one? Because Memphis used to be the murder capital. Paula, what's up? Tim, that's 31 days of food capacity. There will be 3 of them. Will only weigh 40 pounds loaded. Each, 40 pounds each. Been snowing its ass off all day here. How much cash will it hold? 3 million in ones, maybe. That'll hold more than $3 million. New Orleans is number one. That bag looks about the size of the backpacks I see in elementary school kid. No shit, right? They've got your kids for 16 hours and send them home with 8 hours of homework. Why don't they drug test teachers? You wanna see some fucking insidious, skanky shit. Nurses. Access to drugs, and they're like fucking hookers, right? They're like strippers, right? A hairstylist is a stripper with a less drug problem. Nurses, skankier than hairstylists, and fucking, it's like everybody thinks that the whorish girls are all strippers. No, fucking nurses, buddy. Nurses. Y'all don't know funny until you see a blue-haired liberal protesting with a devout Muslim in D.C. Yeah, Houdini bag. Is it close to the size of a super kit bag? Volume-wise, I think it's probably bigger than a super kit bag. Oh, so school teachers. That's where I was going with that whole line of dialogue there. School teachers. A lot of them are fucking drug addicts and little whores. I was very surprised. My friend was the head custodian at a elementary school in San Diego. What's the green duffel called? It doesn't have a name. It's a one-off that I built for AJ for his 30-day supply of meals that he is selling through Simmerwell. Super comfortable with bodies. I dated a middle school teacher. She was a total chirpy hippie chick, like at work on mushrooms. Yeah, dude, it's fucking wild when Matt started telling me all this shit, and then you started like meeting these people. SOE tool bag, some bagman. That close to the size of super kit. That bag looks about the size of the backpack. Okay, we read all these. What's the green duffel called? It does not have a name. Flight attendants? I don't have any flight attendant experience. I don't know. Well, I John Dillard, Master Sergeant Dillard's wife, she was fucking crazy. She was fun. Like when we went out with them and stuff, it was fun. But yeah, she was fucking insane. Food duffel bag. Yeah, it's a big bag. It's big. Huge. Were you here, Paula? You'd already taken off when we brought it through, I think. It's fucking big. I was fighting it, putting it together. We did a video of it today. What's my favorite MRE? I haven't had MREs in a long time. I don't mind MREs for as much hate as people, and I think they pretend it, right? I think a lot of people that talk the MRE hate have actually never even eaten an MRE. I never minded MREs. I just had a HS principal, high school principal, and middle school teacher drinking Jason's moonshine. I keep hearing reasons why women should not be allowed to vote. I joke about that. I look for a rise from them when I say that. But a lot, if you look at all the liberal votes and such, that is liberal women that are making that vote. People who they're going to vote to take care of those poor immigrants, but they don't have any of those immigrants living in their house with them. I'm sure if you eat a lot of them on deployment, you'll start. I bet I would. MREs are so cheap, right? They are very inexpensive right now. No food dude bag because he makes meals to put in it. If you've ever had a TV dinner, MREs aren't. That's a good point. Those TV dinners did look pretty fucking abysmal. Y'all, I miss these lives. Awesome to see y'all for a minute. Well, where you been? What happened? Whatnot live stream tomorrow at 6 p.m. Are you asking me if I'm doing a Whatnot live stream? I am not opposed to that. I see a lot of liberal women on TikTok crying, saying they want to be a wife, can't handle sitting behind a desk all day. Yeah, I mean they hate men, and they become lesbians, and then they go get the butchiest, closest to a man they can get. I rarely drink, but I'm always making Jell-O shots. I was thinking I wanted Jell-O the other day. I was like, I haven't had Jell-O in years. I think I want some Jell-O. The firmer Jell-O, the better. Showed on your Whatnot that you're scheduled. I have a Whatnot auction scheduled for 6 o'clock. I guess so. I guess tomorrow's the day. John's live almost every night at 9. I rarely drink. Always making Jell-O. Stop putting in cigs and
Nathan Bedford, base Bedford. They stopped cigarettes in 72 and the Sea Rats, yeah. I remember opening my dad's Sea Rats and they had cigarettes in there. Little pack of Marlboros. You said older skid steer so you don't have to deal with. No, I said 75 horsepower. It's actually 74. It has to be under the 75 threshold so you don't have to deal with death. Wrangler Star talked about how the phones can read your mind. I 100% believe that. I've been saying that shit for fucking years. I'm glad to hear Cody say that. Now I'm not alone. Used to be two of us living the dream. Now I got to live the whole dream by myself. Jello, remember Knox Blocks? Only flavor was orange, and they were. I don't remember that. Knox Blocks. I don't remember that, and I've never had a Jello shot either. Am I the only one who thinks wine is just grape juice with a yeast infection? That's exactly what it is. John and Cody and Bear, the shiz. Other than food, what do you think people should buy now because prices are going up? Well, I mean, the real question is, what should you buy now, right? And I can't make that decision for you. Ammo, I mean, how much ammo do you have? When the time comes to use the ammo and you've already got 100,000 rounds, ammo's going to be there, right? When dudes are like, I don't have any 40 Mike. When that time comes, 40 Mike's going to be there. There is going to be a market for it, or there's going to be a derailed train car, or there's going to be some National Guard guys missing all their shit, or there's going to be a fucking MRAP that's fucking blown up from an IED, and some dudes are going to scavenge that shit out of there. Like, that shit's going to be there. That's not what I'm talking about. We're talking about society hasn't fully collapsed. You have fucking set up a ladder and a chainsaw and you're doing some kind of Alaskan mill and you've made some dimensional wood. How are you putting that shit together, right? Might be nice to have a 50-gallon drum of nails or spikes or lag bolts, right? That shit, you and I ain't making fucking lag bolts. But a lag bolt with a 6-point hex head, we can fucking turn that in and build my rabbit barn is built with fucking bolts and nuts and washers and lag bolts and shit, right? That shit's not going down in price. I bought, I think it's 75-pound boxes. I bought crates of fucking decking screws. I like 3.5 and 4-inch decking screws. That'll work good through 2-inch dimensional lumber because it's only what, 1 3/4. Shit like that. When COVID started, we bought a shipping container full of fucking dimensional lumber. 2x4s, 2x6s, 2x8s, 2x10s, 2x12s, like a lot of them. Thousands of dollars worth, and screws and shit like that. We've used almost all of that lumber at this point. You're not going to wish you didn't have that shit, especially if you have a manner to keep it. Have a 5-gallon bucket full of lag bolts. Yeah, absolutely. And the 6-point screws, you can fucking unthread that shit. The 6-point bolts or the T25 bolt hex heads. Decking screws, you can somewhat reuse those, but the 6-point lag bolts, you can reuse that shit if you need to. Yeah, you're never gonna have enough gauze when you're boiling down fucking socks and fucking boiling gauze. Barrels of fasteners, absolutely, man. And they're not great screws, but every time a man is like, you need anything from Walmart, I'm like, get me a thing of screws. They have these gold-plated, gold-colored drywall screws. So they're not drywall because they're gold-plated. They're a Phillips head, T2, and they have a divider. And they've got like a 2-inch, 2.5, 3.5-inch screws in there. And it's like, it used to be $6. I think it's $10 now. And now Walmart has, because I bought some a month or so ago when I was there. I should never go to Walmart. I buy all kinds of shit I never intended to buy. But they do have decking screws, T25 decking screws that are tan, black, or I think even green. And you're never going to wish you didn't have that shit. You can use it fucking to assemble. You can build everything out of it. 100 extra bits. Yeah, every time I always buy Teflon tape.
and I always buy bits. And guys, you can buy bits of a box of 100. And I really like the short bits. I know everybody's got the long ones. I got all the kits and shit. I like just the normal T2 Phillips bit, and I like the sleeve, right? So that the sleeve drives up over the bit and has a magnet on there that magnetizes to hold your screw. So you're not fighting with it, right? I love those slide bit adapters. I have a good collection of nails and screws, estate sales. Awesome. Awesome. Imagine if you could just come up on a 55-gallon drum full of fucking 16 penny, 8 penny nails. Dude, fucking set. Or even 5-gallon buckets, but the bucket is going to be breaking down, right? What if you could get a 5-gallon, 6-gallon metal pail full of fasteners? The same, one fastener, and you had 20 of those, man. Carabiners, paracord, absolutely paracord. I mean, we can make cordage and shit. There's awesome YouTube and Instagram pages of it. But imagine if you just had that shit. And you can buy it right now off Amazon inexpensively. John, in 08, you had to scavenge shit in the boneyard for V-beds. My brother with Bronze Star agree. You build for life. That's bit of for death if you trust government. Worked at a grocery store before I got my undergrad a couple months ago. Know a lady who would come in wearing Black Lives Matter shit, by the way. She was always white. Always. Always. It ain't black folks donating to Black Lives Matter. It's fucking white women, wealthy white women, donating the money their husband made. If you already have a grocery store, now you need a hardware store. That's really it, right? Hardware store, and we know that especially from like the Angry American series. Salt and spices, yeah. Spices are very inexpensive right now. While they exist, right? Salt, you can buy salt. You can buy 50-pound fucking things of salt, right? Salt doesn't go bad. You could fill a 55-gallon drum full of salt. You're never gonna wish you didn't have that shit. Until you got to trek to the ocean to get it. Water treatment. Know how to make bleach, right? How do you make bleach? Anybody know? It's salt and electric charge. That's how you make bleach. Salt and an electrical charge. You can use piss and salt, water and salt, an electric charge. So I like this thing. Cody uses this thing almost every day. And I get stuck all the time in shorts, watching shorts. And a dude's like, man, I really like this kit, but it's big. And he's right. In my large tool bag, because I have so much shit in there, this is large. And I'm like, I bet I could take all these tools out of here and carry all of this in half the space. And then I stumbled across this dude's video. And it was this. Free Zone. It's called Free Zone Pegboard. And if you buy this, it's on Amazon. If you would use my link on any of my videos, if you go to any of my YouTube videos, there's a link to something on Amazon. If you click that, it downloads a cookie. Anything you buy in the next 24 hours on Amazon, it gives me 1 to 2% of it. This stuff's on Amazon. They have all kinds of colors, red, blue, yellow, black, and different sizes. You could easily cut this, hacksaw or chop saw, whatever. Vibrating multi-tool. But this shit's super cool because I can carry all these bits now and they don't fall out. The holes are tapered and they got little pegs on them.
So this shit, and they bottom out. They stay. So you can organize all those 1/4 inch bits now in this fucking pegboard. And they've got these, and these, they do 1/4 inch. This peg goes wherever you put it. Am I fucking retarded? Okay, it goes wherever you put it. And you click it 90 degrees, and it's locked in place. And you know what it does? It holds this socket I can't get out of here. That's what it does. You motherfucker. So it's a socket holder. And they got 1/4, 3/8, and 1/2 inch. So you can take the few sockets that you want to carry or feel like you need. And they also have a peg that goes in there that cradles and holds your extensions and your ratchets and drivers. But my thought was I could take and have 3 by 5 rows of this, or 2 separate sets, one for the sockets I want to carry, one for the 1/4 inch bits, and in a small tool pod, like a 1/4 tool pod, like half by half, I could carry this entire fucking kit in a footprint and space half the size of this. Now, I can see that I know the drives and the ratchets, no problem. And then I can organize the sockets. And there's plenty, I've got all kinds of socket trays and all kinds of shit. They're too big for what I want to do. This shit seems perfect. I'll know once I load it all up. But I do very much like this. And I am sure that if you print 3D shit, I am sure there are files for this shit on there already. So if you print them just out of PETG or fiber reinforced or something, you'd be set. But this shit comes with these little rubber pads so it doesn't slide in your toolbox. And then they also have, they got these holes in the corner so you can screw them up to shit. You can hang them on pegboard. You can do all kinds of shit. I want to know how that works out when you put it. Yeah, I think this will better organize and cut a lot of space out of my bag. I'll carry every bit the same stuff, but more compact is what the hope is. And this dude, I watched a video a guy did on YouTube about it, and it looked so promising that I ordered it right then. It came today. But they have all kinds of shit. This Free Zone company. Oh, you motherfucker. These didn't stay in place. Where did these even come from? It's a bit socket. There we go. But I do like this Icon tool set. This thing here, when you open and close it, it folds down flat and then it stands up. It's under spring, right? It's pretty cool. It's heavy. Any EDC pouches for tools I want to walk through DC and no one knows basically have a toolbox. I mean, we make a EDC organ. No, I don't really have a good recommendation. You could definitely purpose something we make or even other companies make. I would say have your tools organized on something like this, or even with bungee. You know, you could do bungee on this also for other items. And then just put them inside of any bag that you like. Large mesh pocket for everything. Oh, I could put everything in a small mesh pocket, absolutely, and then use a pals back one so that it's not sticking on things Velcro wise. Then I could have pens, pencils, and other tools through the pals. Brandel, what's up, man? Have any metal shopping carts, John? I do not, dude. How much weight do you think they can hold and still function properly over long distance? So I think that the wheels would tear down. I think that the surface you're pushing them on, what if there was a shopping cart that you could put better wheels on in some manner? I mean, we see that in all the movies and you hear that in all the prepper fiction books, but I don't think I'm pushing a wheel, a shopping cart very far. I don't see that happening. I think it makes you more of a target than benefit. Call bubbles. Tool pods for tools inside any bag. Yeah, tool pods are great. Even I still have stuff gets, like if we took this whole toolkit and put it in a tool pod. Why is this fucking thing falling out of here? It's never done that. It's just me, I guess, because I'm opening it from the wrong side. But if you put all this in a tool pod now, you're lost, right? How do we make this way more compact? And that's what I thought was a much smaller tool pod, but this shit all locked on this grid. Because that grid holds those bits really well. And any quarter-inch shit fucking goes right in there, and they lock in place. They make carts to move deer. Yeah, so carts to move deer, trekking carts, wheelbarrows. There's some really good bike trailers, like bicycle trailers that are really good. I had a kid trailer, and I would mountain bike and I would jump with Sebastian. And there's some video and pictures of me and Sebastian on my mountain bike with the trailer, and we're both about 3 feet in the air. And that was always part of the plan if we had to go someplace or move with the kids. Was Bob stroller. It's a bug out stroller. Bob stroller has handbrakes and shit on it, and those trailers have 2 wheels, and it's got a neck assembly that mounts to the side frame. It's great on the chainstays. You know, a crazy old guy who would pretend to be crazy. He was a private investigator. He would wear tiger stripe. Oh, so he looks like a Vietnam vet or something, and have a camera. People thought he was crazy, but it was really his tradecraft. Interesting. Most of the wheels are busted just from driving around on smooth tile. They'd break on rough ground after half a mile. Brandel's dad probably has the shopping cart you're looking for. I also don't think people understand how amazing the bifold tool carrier. The bifold tool carrier is really good. It is. It is really good. Now, if it was more contained, you could jam other shit in there that really doesn't have a place. I think nothing beats backpack, really. Medical backpack. I really like the medical backpack because it opens all the way up, and now you have a work surface. You can work both sides. And even if we had a bigger one that opened all the way up and then had wings that came out, so now you have a T-shaped pack once it's open. Homeless people in the streets load up carts and no one ever raises. I understand what you're saying. I get what you're saying. I'd use a gorilla cart before a shopping cart. Gorilla carts take straight stakes and higher side. Oh, I got you. I've got a expanded metal cart like that for the 4-wheeler that's really good. Factor in noise of shopping cart. Shopping cart capacity is 200 to 400 pounds. They make carts to move deer, loud as hell, tool pods. I think we've read all these. Homeless people in the streets load up carts. Let's go up front. I have a lot of inventory up there.
Ordered bifold tool carrier from Quick Ship. It is currently in transit.
Yeah, we shipped 3 of them, all of those. You guys liked that idea. Every one of them sold. Get this bag, strip your woman down, see if she'll fit in there. If she doesn't, you're gonna have to get a little smaller woman, or just bend her leg a little bit. She'll fit.
Ordered a bifold tool carrier. Bob, 8353. You'll love the bifold. I fit in there. Shark Jumper, what's up? Shark Jump, is that a Pineland flag avatar you have there? I have a question on the status of 3 orders I placed. The text chain, the best. Yeah, that's the best place. Call it the wife carrier. And Shark Jumper, while you're inquiring about your orders, include your order numbers and understand if the order could ship it would have shipped. It simply has not shipped because it has not been able to ship. And that is usually the free things. You ordered some things we didn't have, and if we had all the things you ordered, they'd be in a box, and then it's waiting on the free thing. So if you're going to inquire about it, include in there, hey, I'll take substitutes on colors, and you can ship my stuff without the free items to get them out the door. We can definitely probably get them. Something can happen at that point. Bifold wallets. I saw a couple of them today. All right, I'm gonna walk up here. If this video dies, wait a minute or two, see if it comes back. The connection, sometimes it works, sometimes it does not up here. Bifold wallets, I see Woodland. Woodland bifold wallets. Tool roll-ups, wrench rolls, bifold dual tool totes, mesh pockets. I have a lot of large tool bags right now. And those are all normal size tool bags up top. Padded hearing protection cases, large tool bags, NSW chest rigs, there's one still there. Tool bags, those are all EDC organizers. We've done a lot of those this week, last week. Shotgun rigs, covert packs, day packs. I've got Brown Man day pack, Coyote day pack, Woodland day packs, Brown Man tool bags. Are we still live? No, I don't have a multicam black, nor do I have a multicam black red thread day pack right now. Do you have heat resistant bags for carrying spare belt fed rifle? Oh, I do not, man. I do not. I love the pine tree t-shirt. I really like it. I'd like to redo it. I wanted to do it on white. I cannot wear a white t-shirt. Brown and tool bag. You want that, Brandel? I'll set it aside. Large tool bags in brown. No, I don't think we've done them yet. I don't think it's happened. What is the multicam black red thread pack on the floor below the rigs? Covert bag. Covert pack. They're badass. Those probably have red inside them too. Yep. Sweet. Do it on gray instead of white. Yeah, maybe so. You want one of these, Brandel? Have an orange Raid Nerf subload. Do you have any other colors you can put? No, all I have is those. I've got a couple more of those. I think six. I got eggs right now if anybody needs eggs. All right, guys, I'm out. Everybody have a good night. Thanks for hanging out for a few minutes. Seaside, you have a good evening, buddy. I need eggs hatched. Can't wait to check out the bandolier from the Xmas Pro. Oh, you're going to love it, dude. You're going to love it. AJ, have a good night, guys.